portions of the region, pretty much from Highway 63 back off to the west.
Yeah, Lucas, destruction is kind of one word to summarize what I've seen so far.
Going to be moving down to the southeast towards portions of Monroe and Audrain County. So the arrival time, looking at Madison at 5:57, Paris 6:07. And
on this post right here to the right where it says one way, we had a stop sign that got completely knocked off and flew by the car. That is how strong these winds are, folks. If you're going to be in this cell, although we're not seeing as much rotation, these winds alone, straight line, are close to 70 miles per hour. I mean, you're seeing that brighter green meeting the red right there is going to be the spot that is going to be of most concern with this system. We've already seen confirmed tornadoes embedded within this line, not in mid-Missouri, just to the south, but that tells you how much energy and rotation is actually available in this environment. So right now, Boys Town in Missouri, Schundler. A lot of people are looking to head outdoors, maybe do a little bit of sun tanning or playing sports outdoors.
Or getting ready to head out on the lake, get on some boats.
Either way, you probably want to know, what are we going to be looking like for temperatures? Well, we're diving into how the interneutral pattern we're going to be seeing for this upcoming summer could be leading to warmer temperatures.
Yeah, roads mostly covered right now, getting off of Highway 54 to go on Highway 50, and I want you to pay attention to what's going on just onto the right lanes from McCarty Street exit. It looks like there is some type of accident here, a vehicle spinning out on the side of the road causing a crash. That is something that we have not seen too much, but with more people waking up and getting out on the roadways, it's something we're going to continue to monitor. County until about 7 a.m. Now the system is continuously moving back down to the south and east, but right behind it, going to be reloading once again. Some areas have already seen 4 to 5 inches of rainfall, and it's going to see even more as we head throughout the next several hours. Going to go ahead and put a little bit of a track on some heavier showers and storms with this line that's going to be moving down to the southeast towards portions of Monroe and Audrain County. So the arrival time, looking at Madison at 5:57, Paris 6:07, and Mexico, Missouri 7:05. They have extended that tornado warning into portions of Crawford and Washington, Missouri. Now, why that's important for you? That means that they still see rotation embedded within the cell. So kind of where I have this circled, we're going to be seeing a lot of the issues start to rise, lasting all the way into the early morning hours, looking at Friday morning, 6 a.m. If you do have to go to work tomorrow morning, you're going to want to make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time to get out the door and to work, because we're most likely going to start to see some snow-covered roads, especially the further southeast you are. Now, the heaviest bands are going to be a little bit closer towards the Missouri and Arkansas border.
I've been here all day talking to plenty of the community members, and we even got to sit down with some of the people that were actually here during that tornado as it actually rolled through their house earlier today.
And I stepped into the door frame, and a limb came through my front door.
Dorothy Vollmer was alerted this morning by a phone alert about an approaching tornado. From there, she would take shelter immediately, just in time as the tornado would go right through her home. The tornado would pass through quickly, leaving a path of damage to her property.
And then it was gone.
Welcome back, Mid-Missouri. And now, Chance, we were talking off air just how wonderful today's weather is right now. Talking about maybe I might even go for a walk. See how things go when I leave work.
That's a good idea. I think for sure I'm going to be doing a little bit of grilling. I mean, it's just too nice. You have to be outdoors today.
See, okay, what would you be grilling? That's the serious question. You a steak guy, brisket even, to surprise
I'm
the
a little
folks?
bit of everything, but I'm not committed enough to do any smoking of a brisket. I'm just going to go ahead and stick. I think tonight I'm just going to do some salmon. Just marinate some salmon, do about 3 or 4, have it ready for the rest of the week, because I'm not going to be able to get out there and grill the next couple days because we're going to be tracking rain, folks, kind of pulling back. The National Weather Service is still out and about doing survey for damage, so we're still going to be seeing a little bit of influx in reports throughout the next several days until this is officially capped off. But when we look across much of the state of Missouri, here's what we have for some tracks and some updates. So we knew that down to the southeast, Rolla EF2 tornado, 120 miles per hour for that top wind. We will look just out of mid-Missouri off to the east. We have Elmont to Union, EF1, 105 miles per hour. Hillsboro to Arnold, not a finished report just yet. Preliminary up to EF2. That could change if they find any increased damage. That could make that go a little bit higher. 60,000 feet. Now, what's that mean for you? Well, that means that there's a significant updraft. So tornadoes require that updraft, that rotation to kind of build up. So that's telling us that this system is not looking to die off anytime too soon. It's going to remain at the severe standards and going to continuously have that updraft situation like it is an active tornado, because at any moment within a matter of a minute, this thing can rope out and make its way back down to the ground. But you're kind of seeing the rotating motions there with the cloud. I'm going to zoom in just a tad bit more. You're seeing it right there. There it is, folks. That's going to be that lowering of the system.
I think I might be able to skip that visit for that flower.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna pass on that one. Let's just keep that out out of the garden anywhere close to us?
Yeah, definitely not the flowers that I like.
Yeah, no, I like mine smelling nice, not like rotting flesh. But speaking of nice, that's what
It's a great time to be out as a waterfowler.
The Snow Goose Conservation Order is in full swing. This order was created in 1999 in order to solve a major issue in conservation. Tony Vandemore is the owner and guide at Habitat Flats, located northwest in Sheridan County.
So the spring conservation order was put in place because the snow goose numbers were...
What can you expect for those winds? Well, thankfully, it is going to be calming a lot down from what we've seen the last 48 hours. Going to be about 2 to 4 miles per hour throughout the first half of the morning hours out of the west, but a little bit of a shift out of the southwest afternoon. So if you're setting up for the afternoon, having a blind in the right location going to be key, but going to be a little bit of a warmer breeze, so helping you out there in the blind. Now, if you have any plans this weekend to do any decorations outside or on the house, going to be looking at beautiful conditions with those temperatures into the lower 50s on Saturday and the mid 60s on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, though, going to be a little bit cooler, still okay dry conditions for the most part, but I want to look at the ABC 17 Storm Track feature track to break down just why we're seeing this warm up, then a cool down as we head off into next week. So winds back out of the southwest thanks to clockwise motion around the high pressure system warming us up. You're seeing here on the surface level winds, those lines there, and the actual temperatures in the atmosphere. So looking pretty warm with the greens and yellows, but off to the northwest, those blues are coming after a low pressure system dives into early portions Monday, looking to cool us back down, and you're going to be seeing those temperatures back into lower 40s for the afternoon highs. Overnight lows back down below freezing, but Wednesday looking at more chances of showers lasting into Thanksgiving. Now, whether this weekend you're going to be in a tree stand like me or even just driving on the roadways, you're going to see more active deer, so you're going to want to take more time. Reporting live in Boone County, I'm ABC 17 Storm Track meteorologist Chance Gotch.